Good morning, everyone. It is Friday. It is almost 10 and I just made it to my hair appointment. I'm like 5 minutes early, so I wanted to record a little video. Everything went well as far as the sitter showing up. She seems super sweet. Gracie was excited. Brooksy was not so much, but he's going to be okay. I have had anxiety this morning and I'm just ready to feel myself calm down. I'm ready to get my hair done. This is just so, like, my ends are terrible. I haven't had a haircut in probably, like, I would think maybe it's been 6 months. And then, like I said, I've been coloring my hair at home, just doing, like, my roots to keep my grays under control, so it's time. But I'm ready. I'm excited. I will take you along with me as much as I can. The hairstylist I'm seeing is somebody I saw like forever ago. I used to go to her all the time. She is really good. That's when my hair has been its best. So I'm super excited. Maybe next time you see me, hopefully my hair looks 100 times better, because right now it's just looking rough. Alright friends, hair is done. Ignore this. We had a little bit of dye on my forehead. But look at how good it looks. And I chopped off a ton. I am slowly making my way back home, but I stopped for some lunch. There's nothing like a car lunch by yourself, listening to an audiobook before going back home. Kids have been doing amazing with the sitter and everything's been good. So I'm gonna eat, and I am just glad that I got out for a little bit, got to have some time to myself, got to get my hair done because I don't normally do that, and it's been a good day. That's all. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna eat my lunch and then I'm gonna get home. Over here, bud. Over here, bud. Hello friends, happy Saturday. Let's do a little recap. So I did get some footage yesterday, just a little bit at my hair appointment, and it went great. Obviously I have new color. I cut quite a bit off, and the babysitter we got was phenomenal. She was so good. The kids were actually like really sad to see her go because she just played with them. It was such a good experience, and she is, I was texting her to see if she could like come again for a date night so we can go out for my husband's birthday. She's going to do that. So I feel like we've kind of found like our sitter for our kids. She was just so nice. It was a great day. So yesterday was good. And then today, let me share a little story. Let's have a story time. Got this in the mail today from none other than my parents. I'm feeling all sorts of feelings. I have been typing out different texts to send. I'm just at a loss. So I want to talk about this a little bit. First of all, when we first disassociated, we talked, or my dad and mom wanted to send my kids like weekly letters. And, you know, we let it happen a couple times. And I told them, like, one, my kids are so young, like 5 and 3. They can't read by themselves yet. And when we first left, they were obviously even younger than that. So I just told them, like, I didn't think it was a good idea. It was more confusing than anything for them to be getting these letters when they're not seeing them in person. Just the whole situation was just weird. So I told them to just, like, let's just not. They also wanted to keep sending gifts like monthly to them. And I was like, no, let's not do that either. Like, in my head and in my opinion, it's like, if you can't physically be here for them, like, don't just send them stuff to like keep in the front of their brains, because that's just confusing to them. So anyways, if you've watched my XJW stuff, you know I have not physically seen either of my parents in person since October of 2023. So it has been like a year and a half. I have not had a conversation with my own mother since July of 2023 when I told them I was leaving this religion and disassociating. And that was a very not great conversation. She said a lot of evil, horrible things that no mother should ever say to their child. And she wouldn't speak to me the 2 times I saw her after that. So, whatever. My dad has reached out a couple times since October of 23 via text to let me know he loves me and misses me, misses the kids. And I have responded the same pretty much every time, which is you can still be in our lives. We can still have a relationship. Let's find some boundaries and guidelines that we're all comfortable with to be in each other's lives. And that always ends with, well, that can't happen. Or, you know, I just want you to come back, which I'm not going back to that religion. So today, well, let's start off with this. Okay. We have with our post office or with USPS, you can like sign up for like you get email alerts for like what's coming in your mail that day. And I normally don't look at those. I'm just kind of like ignore them because it's like I don't really care unless I'm like looking for something to come in and I'm waiting impatiently for it. But lo and behold, this morning I'm looking at that email and I see the picture of a letter from my parents addressed to my children. And I sent a screenshot to my husband and I'm like, oh boy, this will be interesting. So anyways, we got it and I was looking at it. Mind you, again, this is addressed to my children. They make no mention of me and my husband. Basically, they just tell them that they love them more than anything and they miss them. And they haven't forgotten about them and think about them every day. My mom says she remembers all the fun times they had together. And they send a tiny little photo to them of them at their memorial. I have so many feelings about this. You send something directly to our children with no mention of their parents, with no reaching out beforehand to ask if it's okay to send something, especially after we already had told them almost 2 years ago, like, this is just confusing to our kids. Let's not do this. And it's been a year and a half since you've seen my kids and you're telling them you love them and you think about them all the time and you haven't forgotten about them. If you truly love my children, be a part of their lives. To be a part of their lives, you have to have a relationship with me. It is common decency to expect as a parent a relationship with you before you have access to my children. It doesn't have to be the same relationship we had before. I get you're in a weird place with this of us leaving, and I get that it's uncomfortable for you being around us because we're apostates and you think like we are mentally ill and Satan is speaking into our ears and we're speaking out Satan's words. Like, it feels very manipulative, and I have no doubt because Memorial was last weekend that they probably are thinking like about the kids more and how their souls, or not their souls, their lives are lost because of their parents' decisions to leave the religion. But I'm fighting every urge to lash out because that will just reaffirm to them that something is wrong with me. I'm mentally deranged. I'm crazy. So I'm trying to find the most kind but firm way to let them know, like, this is so inappropriate. I'm just so frustrated. I don't get this. I don't get how you would not do everything in your power to be in your grandchildren's lives. And if that means you being uncomfortable for an hour a month around your daughter that you think is satanic now, I mean, I was just asking. I wasn't telling them they couldn't, be slightly different. You can give me a hug and say hello. That's what I was really looking for, because that's what they used to do. That's the bare minimum. And they just couldn't do that. So I'm frustrated. I'm angry and I'm hurt. And I just don't get it. I know that in that religion, my husband and I, our authority as the parents of our children is, it doesn't exist. If a parent leaves, that then gives like grandparents or extended family the like green light from this organization to not abide by any parental rules to try and like pull children back into that religion, which is such a manipulative, horrible thing to do. I just don't get it. So that's how my Saturday's going. It's put me mentally in a horrible place. I just feel like no matter how much healing I have done, these little things that happen like tear wounds open again. And again, all it takes for them to have a relationship with my children, my babies, that I'm trying to protect from all of this, is to just treat me like your daughter for an hour or two a month. That's it. I don't think that's too much to ask. So, the manipulation within that organization is disgusting. And every time this stuff comes up, it just reiterates that we made the right decision cutting off everything so quickly and in such a strong manner by disassociating. Because we would be dealing with these mind games and our children would be manipulated so much more had we stayed in a little bit or, faded to still kind of keep some relationship. We did not want that for our children at all. So with that being said, it's Saturday. Again, yesterday was great. I'm so happy I got my hair done. I had a good little time off. My kids loved their babysitter. It turned out great. It's kind of snowy and cold, and this just kind of put me in a really crappy mental headspace. So tonight we're not going out. We are going to make homemade poke bowls and watch some movies and just have a good night tonight. And then tomorrow they're so excited. They didn't realize at the store they were seeing all the Easter stuff, and Gracie was like, when is Easter? Is that soon? I was like, it's tomorrow. And she was like, oh my goodness, I haven't even been thinking about it and I am so excited. She was like, so cute. So tomorrow they're excited for their Easter egg hunt, and I told them the Easter Bunny might bring them a gift, so we'll do the little Easter baskets. I have to put those together still, so I'll have to do that when they go to bed tonight. It shouldn't take long. I'll make sure to record myself throwing them together because I didn't do anything crazy, but I did put together like just a couple of things for them. Since I didn't do them last year, I want to do them this year. And is it necessary? No, but I wanted to do it. I'm trying, like, I think I've mentioned this in my videos. Like, I kind of am going like beyond overboard with like every holiday as much as humanly possible, within reason, of course. Because I just want to make memories for my kids, and I want to show them how great life can be despite the fact that, we are missing some family out of our lives. So anyways, another thing. This is random, but for those of you that don't know, that are not Jehovah's Witnesses, Jehovah's Witnesses have their own version of the Bible. It has been published and edited and whatever by Watchtower Tract Society, which is the big organization of Jehovah's Witnesses. And I'm learning more and more that they have changed some wording. Literally, like, we'll switch out a single word to fit more of their narrative of like not believing in the Trinity and that Jesus is not God and like all these different things. And I'm like super intrigued to have a different version of the Bible to like kind of cross-examine things, I guess. And I know I can do that online, like I know there's tons of like apps and stuff you can use, but there's just something about having like a physical Bible. So anyways, randomly this morning, I'm like, I think I'm just going to order in a Bible. I'm not really sure what to expect. I have never, other than like in the JW app, looked at any other versions of Bibles. And in that, they'll have like, you can download different versions. So when you're looking at a scripture on like the side of the app, you would see like the other, like King James version, all that, like their stuff. But I'm like, now that I'm in a different headspace with all of that, I want to just kind of cross-reference things and do a little research myself. A huge scripture I keep seeing over and over again that has been changed, like a single word, is John 1:1, which I think the New World Translation, so the JW version, says a God or something. So it basically makes Jesus not God. It's literally like a single word that they add in or took out that made it like Jesus is not part of the Trinity. So anyways, that's just a little factoid there. I'll be interested to look at that. I might do some research and maybe a video about like some of the things I have found that are different. Because I was raised with the New World Translation. We were told it was the most accurate Bible translation in the world, and that all these Bible scholars praised it for being the most accurate. And now I'm finding out it's all BS. It has a lot of critics out there who are talking about how their Bible has been changed just enough to fit their narrative. And I'm like, oh, shocker. I'm not surprised by that in any way, shape, or form. But okay, that's my little Saturday rant and ramble. I'm going to continue to go ruminate about the card for my parents and trying to figure out my best approach. I want to acknowledge it. I'm not going to ignore it and let them know, like, you know, I fully understand you miss your grandkids. I would too. But the same thing stands. That has been the same thing we've been saying. Like, you do not have access to them without even just a surface level relationship with me or my husband, and some respect there. Because again, all we're trying to do is protect our kids from the hurt that organization can cause and will continue to cause. And I refuse to allow my children to be indoctrinated even the smallest bit by anything in that religion. So if there's any family estrangement out there, like anybody watching this that has dealt with this, like, comment below how you've handled all this. No matter what side you're on, let me know how you've dealt with it. It is truly one of the hardest parts about this whole situation. Like, even if it were just me and my husband, I think I would handle my family completely cutting me off way better. I just have such anger and hurt because of my children. Like, they don't deserve this in any way, shape, or form. And I really wish, for their sake, that we could all be adults and, respect each other and our beliefs mutually on all sides, because I don't care what they do. If you want to be in that religion, I'm happy for you. I'm happy you're happy. But don't treat me like absolute dog. So that's all. All right, I'm going to go now, and I will do some videos of me putting the baskets together tonight once the kids are asleep, if I remember. If I don't remember, I'll do a video tomorrow. All right, bye. Okay, it is late. It is like 10 o'clock. Kids are finally asleep. We are going to throw these Easter baskets together quickly and go to sleep. So let's do this. Okay, here are their Easter baskets. So obviously Gracie is in a unicorn phase. Got these cute little stuffies, some Cadbury eggs, candy, and the Easter book. And then Brooksy loves cars, especially the movie, and monster trucks. So it's the best of both worlds. A little bubble in both of theirs and books. I think they turned out cute. So now we are gonna take string. I'm gonna tie it to like the handle of these and run the string around the house and lead it to their door. So they'll have like a little hunt in the morning for the baskets. There you go. Our Easter stuff is ready. I hope they have fun tomorrow. They're excited for their Easter hunt. So I'm going to bed. I will record some footage tomorrow of their Easter and them finding their baskets. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, follow it.
I think this is the key to hold it. Oh my gosh, this is a big tree. Easter Bunny, why did you make it so big?
That Easter Bunny is so crazy.
I train. Get.
Do you think the Easter Bunny knows Santa?
I bet you they do. I think they know Santa and the Tooth Fairy and the Passy Fairy.
All the like. Come on, Pink Bunny, it's pink.
Go, where is it?
Here.
Oh, okay, keep going.
Oh yeah, it goes into the kitchen. I forgot.
Okay, keep going.
It goes into there.
Oh, you're close, I think.
You're gonna have to let go of it.
Okay, let go.
Sissy,
Now just follow it.
Now just follow it. Oh my goodness.
Can you let go?
More you.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Look at that car.
Are you serious?
And
Is that cool?
Oh, it's Mommy Queen, Mom.
Yeah.
It's Monster Truck McQueen. How does the Easter Bunny know?
Oh.
He had to have talked to Santa.
Oh, we got Bubble.
Who's that?
It's
Is that a cool book?
so cute.
No. Easter Kitty Bunny. Is that cool,
I
bud?
wish I could be an Easter Bunny like that.
Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. It is Easter Sunday. I am about to put eggs all over the yard for the kids to do an Easter egg hunt. So let's do this. That was nice.
Oh,
It's a doggy.
yeah.
Oh no, a bunny.
Let's see what's in this blue one.